Not bragging, but you know my steez. I'm not from the era of R8 or PDC. You may not know me, but more I put the ton in.
We're here today, another episode. You saying, Jay?
I'm good, how you doing, man?
Yeah, man. Word. That's good over there, isn't it? Let me hear you like this. That's good over there, isn't it, boy? You sound alright. Yeah, I like that.
He's the one living a good life.
So yeah, we're hearing that. What's everyone saying? What are you saying, Mac? Saying Gams?
Thank you.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Can't
Sure?
complain, grateful. It's the best way to live. Don't let no one sway you, you know what I mean? Just wake up grateful. And
Weather's been a bit shit today, innit?
Nah, man, the weather's been good, man. I'm grateful, I told you.
You look like you're swerving with that drink already, the weather's been good.
It's been good. You know what I mean?
You've been enjoying it though. I got darker, innit?
Yeah, you have. You've been sitting
People
in.
said the sun.
That's
My
what
barber said the sun's been good to me.
That's what you've been living,
My
man.
barber said.
So you've been living somewhere.
She said.
And you eat good as well, so that's right.
I try.
Yeah, you try. I see you, man. I see them plates.
Oh yeah, I do cook some good food though.
No, you definitely do. So
Yeah.
selfish.
I had veg the other day.
I see.
Veg Monday.
I see.
That's the new.
I see how you're doing it as well.
That's the new flex, Veg Monday.
Yeah, I mean, nice mix as well.
Yeah, it was.
Nice little mix of hard food and veg.
Yeah, hard food.
I
And
see.
yeah, you saw that, innit?
I
Hard
see
food
you,
and
man. I'm
veg,
watching you now. I know you as well. You know what I mean? I come to your house, cook.
Well, you know what though? I'll tell the truth. I didn't have anything else. I just make it look good, you know what I mean?
Right, it looked very nice.
Yeah, you know.
It looked very nice.
Yeah.
But you're chef as well. If anyone that don't know, yeah, when you go to this guy's house, I'm telling you,
You found that out in yard.
100%. Yeah.
Cooked your fish
Yeah.
in yard.
so,
Yeah. So that proves I can cook out of town. You know, somebody just could cook in there, they're just in their yard. You get me? I went out of town and I cooked.
you know when I realised I wasn't a real chef, as you're saying that, is when I realised that when I see things for real, I'm used to Sainsbury's and, you know, the packaging. Chicken breast, you can get your fish yourself.
Oh yeah, the way it is.
Yeah! You see when you see a fish,
No, I've done that before. Went and bought it fresh and that.
yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying.
Just caught and that.
when you're cooking it out there, you're cooking a fish. You know, like you got to scale it.
Remember we saw the lobster, it was still moving, innit? In the pot.
Yeah, you have to. It better be.
Right next to me, it was moving in the thing like that.
You cook it.
You saw it in real life, no? Remember Skilly Bang?
Break stand, man.
Skilly Bang bang with the lobster.
Yeah.
Skilly Bang served me a lobster.
That's what
How about that? That's not everyone can say that.
And they think
No
you're
cap.
joking as well.
Check
you
the
know.
drama series, series
No,
2.
they think
On the
you're
beat, Hell
joking.
Shabit, with Hell Shabit, innit?
Yeah.
I was there, big up Blacks and that, big up Mini.
Yeah.
They made it happen for us. Huh?
Yeah. No, that shit legendary, man. I tell you,
Legendary.
everything in real life is legendary.
Legendary. I saw the game change after that.
You know it's nice
You
to
know
look
the
back
game?
on though. You know like it's nice to look back on because you know when you're doing it, you don't look at what's going on. You're doing it, innit?
You're just doing it, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the fact that when you look back on it, even the fact that the whole Jamaican part,
Everything was nice.
amazing stuff.
My man, what was his name? The dance, the artist. Way up. The Ching Ching. Big up to Ching Ching.
Yeah, he's massive now as well.
Yeah. Big up to Ching Ching.
Ching Ching.
Just the experience in that studio
Yeah.
with everyone
Was it Icon?
and Mini and that. Huh?
Producer Icon.
Icon, yeah. He made the beat, innit? You picked the beat, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was listening to R&B. He said, yeah, that beat there. That song, yeah. And I got it remade.
It's a banger. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I forgot what song that was, you know. It was an R&B tune. They were singing over it.
Yeah.
We got the DJ to remake the beat.
That's legendary. So we need to do a whole episode on that. So let's not go into that, right?
Yeah.
What are we saying today? What are we talking about?
What was it again? Misinformation, fake news.
Oh, misinformation and
misinformed,
fake news. Yeah.
stuff like that.
There's a lot of misinformation, isn't it? Out there.
But what do you class as misinformation, though?
History.
History.
His story.
His story.
Not
Well,
us.
everyone's got a story now, innit?
Yeah, but it's not our story.
Stories that they didn't hear before, but
Yeah.
they seem like.
You see, like these days, I feel like we're in a time of information. And
Touch on the
information.
door.
Yeah, you can if you want. Yeah. Information is more about us.
Windy.
Yeah, the planes and shit. Information is more about our story rather than his story. I feel like everything that's given to us is misinformation. It's wrapped in a package that says, "This is misinformation."
What do you mean?
Like I say, the word history. It says in itself, like, is his story. That's a man's story. It's one man's story.
Yeah, but obviously when that word was given to us,
Given to who?
to people,
Yeah.
like, you know, when you go to school, that's where you learn these words, right?
Yeah.
And my mum didn't tell me about history. It was school that taught me about history.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
But they give it to you in a one word. Like
No, but I'm saying when you learn the word, when you learn it, it's not like you're at that age as well. Your mind's younger. You ain't experienced nothing. So when they give you the word, it doesn't sound like his story. It just sounds like history means back in the day.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Like
it's
a
not.
word.
It's not. You're not breaking down the word. It's just you're hearing this word for the first time.
Yeah.
And that applies to stuff that happened back in the day.
Yeah, definitely. And that's
But-
that's how we're programmed.
Yeah, but we don't get time to think about the word, his story though. Do you get what I'm saying? So the word's kind of protected until you come to understanding and realize what the word is. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
but even when you do, you realise that what's going on. Because you know what? In every country, they teach different his story.
so whose story is the real story then?
How do you define
Yeah, who the real story is.
history?
Yeah, I feel like there's, you see, in terms of our story is gonna be forever told. His story finishes in the past. So like his story makes us sound like no one in our time can ever be as great as someone that before us. Like
You feel that though?
yeah, I feel like the way
I
they
don't feel that.
I feel like the way his story is told, it's told in a way like Julius Caesar, where even whether it's Jesus, whether it's Muhammad, whether it's whoever it
No,
may
I
be,
believe that, but I believe
Socrates, Plato.
but I believe
all of these-
my nephew could be bigger than all of them
No, 100%.
right now, where he's starting from and that,
but they don't. I
and
feel
the
like
world that he's getting into.
100%. But I feel like they haven't set the stage for it in terms of making nephew know that he could be that guy. I feel like
I
will
think
set
he
the
knows
stage.
already. You meet this guy?
I feel like we are the first people that even will create the environment where they feel like they can be that. Do you get what I mean? Like we were that, and we still are, and we're still creating, we're still alive, and so as long as we're alive, we are what we are, innit? Do you get what I mean? But my whole thing is that in the terms and in the way we're taught history, is though these great people can never be again. And I just think that's part of the misinformation.
Well, religion feels kind of like that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, religion feels kind of
That's
like
just one of them.
We can't have another prophets again, like
Yeah,
the prophets. Or
the prophets. Just look, just that word there.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Well,
Just
now
that
I'm in
there.
tune with what you're saying. But
Yeah, like where's the new prophets? What do you mean? Like why?
all right, I fucking set you off now, innit?
You said the right word. Like you know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like it doesn't feel like there could be another prophet. Man, if someone came out and was talking about another prophet now, the way the environment's set, you just think he's a madman.
What you got to go through now?
Do you know what I mean? You think he's a madman?
100%.
You write him off.
What you got to go through to be given certain levels?
Prophet status.
Thank you. What now? What you got to go through?
I don't know. Should we Google what they had to go through
I know the
and see if there's anyone that's
I
gone
know the
through
word-
that now?
You see the prophet. The word prophet is to prophesize, yeah, and that's to foresee, and that means that you see the future. But that's not what we were told that prophets were. We never was told that prophets were people that saw the future.
They were made up to just be like holy people.
Yeah, they're just holy people.
Yeah, but how did they become holy?
But this is my point.
Okay, I could just say, yeah, bam. I went to Sierra Leone, came back, and I'm dressed in white now, and I'm on some different thing.
You understand?
Am I now holy?
Exactly. Not
Because
necessarily.
who tells anyone anyone's holy?
Yeah, and where are you holy?
Because if they said Rome or something was the Vatican and yeah, there was not ever no talk about how Jesus went to the Vatican and became holy or anything.
No,
There's no talk of that.
no.
If that was the place where you represent holiness
Yeah.
is on
They-
this
but-
on this land.
On this, like, they never told
I
you that
never
Jesus
heard
went,
none of that.
They never told you Jesus went.
How do you become holy?
went to meditate with the monks?
Yeah.
So, like,
How do you become holy though? So that's what I'm saying. So I can go somewhere, come back, look different, and say I'm holy.
That's right.
If the level ain't, I have to go to the Rome.
But then when you look at the people that God used in the Bible, they were men of experience. Do you get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, 100%.
So now when you look at what maybe God saw is as people that he could use,
He always uses the ones you can't.
these
You don't
are
think.
people that's been through, like, they've been murderers, they've been robbers, they've been, do you get what I'm saying? Like, look, it's the people that have had hard lives. So that the way everyone that practices religion doesn't really try to put themselves through any situations. I'm not saying put themselves where you should, but I'm just saying if you haven't been through nothing, how close are you to?
Yeah, because you might, you know, what you might do. You see, if you ain't been through nothing, you might start admiring the wrong person for the wrong things.
Thank you. Easy.
And I've seen that.
I've seen that. But even like one thing I've noticed, with Q over time as well, for working with him, is that and I'm an observer of this myself in different from my own reasons. But when people admire Q for the wrong reasons, I watch him slowly close up like
To them.
Yeah, and then you give them one word answers, and they don't even realize how uncomfortable they make you.
They don't just know, you know, they don't realise that I'm signing out. I'm about to sign out.
No, you signed up.
Yeah.
You signed
I'm going
up.
through the process. See all that stuff that you're talking about? That's what I'm doing. What you said. It's, yeah, go on.
You know, that's why I say. You see, if you
The logo.
yeah, exactly, yeah. If you see what I'm saying, did you see the action I did?
That, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I'm just like, man actually goes into himself a bit
Yeah, I
more.
hate it, man.
But they wouldn't.
I hate
think
them men try
that's
to gas me about the wrong things and that.
the
as well.
wrong things, yeah. And then what smacks it is that, but they wouldn't understand why, because there's a certain level of mental frequency that you'll be at, and then when people don't understand what.
Oh, but I've suffered for the things that they're enjoying.
That's what I was just gonna
that
say.
they think is enjoyable. Do you get what I'm saying?
People have suffered for these things. You want to somehow take, even with other things, whatever people have done, that people always want to take some of what
It's
people
nice,
have done.
this.
Yeah, definitely. People always want to take what people have done and jump on the back end of it. If you've noticed, like, so they feel as long as they're next to them and as long as they can like show something similar. And it doesn't matter whether it's on the badness or it's on a money side. You know what I mean? People always trying to, oh, this guy's done well or this guy's known well. Whatever in that side, people always want to try and jump on the back of it and try to, and even try to give you ratings off of that, not knowing where you are at that time of your life. You know what I'm saying? What even like just what? Even,
I must have thought I was man's in jail for them stuff, for them kind of things. They must think I was in there enjoying myself.
misinformation.
Yeah, like he was like, I turned into some king in prison and all the glory and all the fun.
But as much as you
and
was,
that.
no,
That's mad
because,
though, you know?
because you was.
No, but you know, some people, they would have that misconception in mind.
how they see
the way
it.
they see me.
Yes.
No, that I'm lying in my bed and I'm broken and
Yeah,
you know, and I'm in pain and
yes.
I've got tears every day inside me. And
exactly.
they wouldn't know that, but they're looking at they think that they saw some kind of glory.
It's a movie, custody.
Yeah, some movie. Not
It's a movie, so they've edited it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They edited
that part out.
Yes, it's been edited. We took
Yeah, I edited that part out, and now he's come home and he looks all right. So
Yeah.
he must be all right.
Even
He
when
didn't
people
do
watch
nothing.
things like Paid in Full's got a horrible ending. But all people remember.
Did we speak about this the other day?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's the good,
We did,
it's the
innit?
good
I was
stuff, innit?
thinking, am I
Like, yeah,
tripping or something?
they just think about the good stuff. You know, we were talking about the other day, but they think about Money
Yeah,
Mitch.
with the film
Look how
director.
much people call themselves Money Mitch and all of that.
They think he's funny.
You know what I mean? Rico and that. There's people that call this, they don't remember the end of the movie. So the same with actual real life of it. People edit the side that they want to edit, and then just like display that side, not knowing that side has been given to you for you to think that there's a side of it that people go through really, innit? And when that side that people go through really, they have to go through things. But then the side of people that's glorifying it, they ain't go through none of it. They're so far away from it that they don't even understand.
They're at home on the keyboard.
Yeah, or raves.
It's like a computer game.
They get raving. They go work and
Oh,
rave.
and see it. And see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they think they know it.
And then tell people they know this person, that person. Because you'll be in between it all, and people just say, you know what I know? Think about those conversations. You know what I know?
Wow.
Do you know what I can call? People forget about them conversations. You know, I can one phone call, you know. But all them one phone call people, what's going on with them? they're calling people to go in jail. But
Yeah, to send them to jail. Because if it goes wrong,
if it goes wrong, and then when the people are going to jail, what are you saying? You said there any fees. What if man needs to leave town tomorrow? What are you saying? You got some.
no, it's not that easy these days. Because remember, if they call them, their phone's connected to them, innit? So
of course.
someone's in court with them. And trust me, they're snitching.
What? I didn't say.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out for this. Yeah. I'm a good guy. I got a full-time job. He's the road man.
Oh my god!
Don't worry about that. He's the road man. Because the solicitors are nasty. They start telling you
Yeah.
how to get out, and if you're getting out is trying to make him look like the bad guy.
Yeah.
That's the route we're taking. And what they'll do is they'll get your parent to come and co-sign what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So when you're standing up there and your parents looking at you like that, say what you need to say, boy. You know, you got your mum and your dad looking at you like this. You know what we've planned with the solicitor? Sell your brethren under the, throw him under the bus. Yeah, you know, neatly in that. I've seen everything. When I was a young boy, I seen it all, bro. Because I was the one that always used to get no bail. Everyone else gets bail. You get me? So I've seen, you know, the way everyone tries to make man look. You know, there's the solicitors and that.
Yeah.
Like he's the bad guy. Like he's the rotten apple. Like he's the reason why. And because you know when they sell that story to the judge, when he looks at your criminal record, it looks like what they're saying.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
But
and the solicitors know that as well. You know, they see this thing and think, yeah, he's the bad guy. To say that he influenced you.
You
Bloody,
must have seen
bloody,
bad
bloody.
people
Seen
come
it all.
in, bad people that people talk about on road. When you've seen them come in, again, the misinformation of who they are and to what
I've
they
seen
are
a lot
in
of
jail.
that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that.
So
Seen a lot of that. See people that's supposed to be fighting, and when they see each other, it's shaking hands.
do you
You
understand?
get what I'm saying? A lot of people have died on both sides
Wow.
for the thing, but the two instigate is when they see each other, nothing's going on. They're older guys though. Do you know what I'm saying? Nothing ain't going on.
Always happens. And especially when it's in jail, like no weapons, no extra man.
No.
Nothing's going
And
on.
usually one of them, they're beefing really. One of them is a fan of the other one.
Yeah.
So when it's time to chill, when it's time to behave,
There's a level of
one of them will always be already willing to behave.
Yeah.
So it's not even like,
Yeah.
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, this is what I wanted anyway.
Wow.
To be your friend.
Do you see that?
Yeah. I've seen it all, bro.
Misinformation.
Misinformation. You get me? And you got all these youths beefing for you and killing
Beefing.
each other and that, and really and truly, you love each other.
I
seen
believe like, you see, like if you don't turn out like yourself or in a way where you're just talking real stuff and you're displaying yourself as a real man. Like I don't feel like half of those people really experience anything. Like, half the people that's out there ain't really experienced anything. They've done 1-2s here and then been in that, but half of their whole life they're trying to prove themselves. Like so, even if some people they end up doing more than everyone, but they still don't get given a certain like respect and look. But the things that you've done and why you did them for, what were the reason? You know what I mean? The reason you did them, there ain't no honor behind that. A lot of people don't realize there's still honor in this thing. There's a level of honor. Like regardless of how people want to look at it. And if you're just doing stupid shit, and that's why I think it's sad with these young people within the last 10 15 years. Because it's not even, to me, it's not even, there's no money being made. Like they don't even last long enough on the road to have any level of respect where people can see a different balance in them where yeah, he done this but he was like this on the other side. So half of these men are going into jail virgins, fam. They ain't even had no boom boom, you know what I mean? So like it's like they don't even know what they're doing it for. They don't. There's no actual. That's why like the numbers of people that's just dying and going to jail, like it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Even like that thing that you showed me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Sad. Like what's everyone trying to prove? Because that's my point. Like what's man trying to prove? Like at the top of this thing that everyone's trying to prove, what is there?
Jail.
And even at the top of that, let's just say
Death.
Cool.
There's nothing, man.
What though? That's what I'm saying. That's why don't people actually ask themselves like what's at the top of it? It's not even the same as what it used to be. Like I said to you, because there's no people are not looking for rewards. They're just looking for deaths. They're angry.
More about money before.
It definitely was, bro.
Definitely was, didn't it?
Definitely was, bro.
Because
It 100% was, bro. Everybody was looking at money, and the girls was definitely part of it. Now I don't even think that women are part of their plan.
We said it the other day, innit? This is bare man in the video.
Yeah, man.
No girl.
So that's misinformation again.
Mm.
She goes, because we ain't got strip clubs here. We ain't got no strip clubs here. You see, like in America, they got strip clubs, and even in Amsterdam,
You
it's
mentioned the
like,
girls at the music video.
Yeah.
Like they have 1 or 2 girls. There's like 100 man. See the 2 girls at the front, they look shook.
even with shooting some videos and there's too much man and this girl there, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, exactly.
You're right, yeah. Yeah, don't worry, everything's good. Don't worry. But that's what I'm saying. All these stuff is information. Even all this stuff with about relationships and stuff. With this whole high value man.
Hey, is that misinformation?
That's misinformation, cuz.
Because everyone's different.
Bro,
You can't put people in 2 categories. I don't believe that shit.
when I do podcasts,
High value and low value. I don't believe all that shit.
if anyone watches
People are
this podcast, then they're only going to hear this in this podcast. Q, you know what I mean? 'Cause me and Q have unfiltered real conversation. And you're lucky, you're just getting conversation. I don't even know if it's a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
But like, even when I'm doing podcasts, I know what people like to talk about. So I hit certain trigger points. But then through having these conversations over time, I've realized that it's all bullshit anyway. Like, I know what's bullshit and what's not. So, like, when you're talking about this high value this and high value that conversation, yeah. No one, you see, if a girl wants to give you something, she don't give a fuck about high value this or high value that. Like, if she actually likes you.
Yeah, it's the end of the story if she likes you.
If she don't like you, then now
there needs
all
to
of
be
this,
some value.
now all of this high value stuff.
There has to be some value.
Then
Get your girl that likes you.
There's a certain
Fuck all
level of
this
value that
shit.
you want to hold as a man, regardless, innit? You want them to be able to pay for your meal and pay, you know what I mean? All of these different things when you take them out. And that. Yeah, definitely. I'm still with all of that. You know what I mean? A certain level. But there's a certain level of
Yeah, you gotta be with all of that. That's
yeah. But a certain level, if you're not willing to do that yourself, that eventually is not going to work, innit? If you can still be the breadwinner, but people still need to have something that they do. Because if they don't have nothing that they do, then they're just going to be bored and they're just going to be chilling, innit? You're eventually going to be bored of them. You kind of always want to have someone.
it might become their obsession.
Yeah, you might become their obsession. Everything you're doing is their thing. You know what I mean? And that can be good and bad because sometimes people might not always feed into you when it's that. They might want to bring you down when it's that. You know what I mean? It's watching you do.
Put you back in your box.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about these things.
God.
You know what I mean? So what do you think? You
About what?
what's high value talk?
I think it's a load of shit. Everyone's different, man. There's different values. Different people got different values.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's not just what you lot think is high value.
What's
It's
high value to who?
There's high values in different areas. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow. You know what I'm saying? What do you like? It depends on what your even preference of life.
They're basically saying she ain't fucking 150 grand a year. Fucking, she isn't worth anything. Or if a man ain't 300 grand a year, ain't worth anything. And that's bollocks.
That's bollocks.
That's bollocks, bro.
because the guy
That's
the
bollocks.
guy that you're sleeping with, the guy that, you know,
No, because some man that's got 300 grand, ain't even got nothing going on in their head.
no, of course not.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying nothing like, you know, like there could be sportsmen that's just dumb.
But they can't even.
But they can't have a conversation. They can't do anything. They don't know anything.
Please you in certain areas.
There's nothing going on.
There you go. So if it's
You get what I'm saying?
that, then you don't want it because women always talking about what they don't want in that
And
area.
that's not growth.
No.
That's just me sitting down sponging off you, basically. If I'm a partner.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? There ain't no growth there because I can't learn nothing off you.
Exactly.
Nothing ain't going on. I'm just sitting there. You're getting your check, and we're just whatever.
And how many quote unquote high value men are there in this world?
I don't
In
know.
terms
You
of
know.
financially.
I don't know.
That's
But like I said, there's high values in different areas, so I can't really.
No, away
I
from
can't really see how many
away from-
high value men there are.
away from what we're saying.
But there's
Right.
normal good men, yeah.
Yeah.
Work hard,
That's
and
why is
they're
that
a good
high
father
value
to
then?
their kids and that, and they're good example with their wife and all that.
But
And that's high value to
That's
me.
high value.
You get what I'm saying? Because a man's got 300 grand and he's sniffing fucking coke every week. How the fuck is that high value?
That's what I'm saying to you.
I mean, that ain't no sense to me.
Exactly.
Ain't no sense to me.
And then, you know what? I don't believe that a high value woman is a woman that makes a lot of money.
Mm,
Because like we don't need a woman that makes a lot of money. Like I don't think it even works well when a woman makes too much more money than a man. She'll be
But
okay.
yeah, a woman would say that you're misogynist, ain't talking like that.
Yeah, you can say what you want.
I'm just telling you. You like to play devil's advocate. I ain't. But I'm just telling you what a woman might think.
I realize they can do what they want. I've tried to reason with them. Like,
You think Time back, did you know what?
He signed out. Yeah, he's like.
yeah. People call me Miss. But you
Is that what he said, Mac?
Can't
Is that what he
you
said?
see that? It
I'll
doesn't.
make you rewind
It's
that one.
okay. It's okay for your woman to make more money than you. But I'm saying, in general,
That one needs to
if
be
a
rewind.
if a woman makes more money than you, then she's gonna start feeling like she can chat to you a certain way, innit?
Is it?
I believe.
You believe so? Do you believe so?
A certain period of time.
Well, how much money? What, £500 more? Or
No, like
how much more?
let's say you're with a celebrity.
Tell me if I got $2,000 and she's making, and I'm making 1,500. Is there a problem?
No, it's like Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey had to do the payout.
Pay out of what? What,
She had to
divorce?
give him the divorce payout.
What, did they get divorced?
Yeah, and they say like, it was see
Why though? Why though?
Russell Brand and Katy Perry. Russell Brand got the payout. Do you get?
How comes?
Because the woman makes more money.
Because the woman made more money. Is that Russell Band done? You took Katy Perry to court?
They didn't know him about taking it. It's part of the divorce settlement.
What do you mean divorce settlement?
Yeah,
Fuck off,
guys.
man, yeah? Just go about your business, man. What do you mean divorce settlement? That's fucking him. Ain't divorce settlement. He instigated that shit. Don't worry about that. I just put it down just to the contract. Nah, he's nasty me at work because he didn't have to take it.
What? And
He didn't have to take it.
Nick
He didn't have to take
Nick
it.
Cannon's rich.
He told his solicitor, yeah.
Nick Cannon
That's what we're
got the
doing.
divorce settlement.
What a cunt.
Mariah Carey, because she's
Yeah, Mariah Carey.
He's a cunt as well.
He's a
He's a fucking cunt as well.
And he just breeded bad things out.
Yeah, he's a cunt as well, man. That just makes me think like that was. You know what that made me think? You know what made me think that was their plans.
No.
Nah, man. That's what made me think that's their plans, man. Because you don't need to do that. You got your own P. You don't even need to be. We don't even need to be in that situation. If we finish, we just finish and we go about our business. Why are you to pay me when I'm leaving? That's ridiculous. Do you get what I'm saying? Unless you're broke. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, you know, I'm leaving you in a bad situation after we agree to be together and all that. Then I make sure you're alright. If I got my own millions and that, I shouldn't be taking nothing, man. Let's just go about my business. It's not like I'm leaving you in your face. So a man doing that, yeah, he planned that. Trust me, bro.
No, I don't think
He planned that, bro.
Especially Russell
He
Brand.
planned that, bro.
Russell Brand.
You don't watch what you see on the podcast, man.
No.
See?
He just got lucky.
Nah, man. No way. Because you don't need to take it. He doesn't need to take it at the end of the day. That's the last part of the agreement.
no, I hear that.
I don't need to take it. I'm a man. I'm not going to take your dough, babes. I'm not going to do that. I'm a man. I'm not going to do that. Exactly. You know as well. You know as well. He's done that. It's a planting, bro, man.
Yeah.
Planting. Think about it, bro.
I'm not saying.
Otherwise, you wouldn't do it.
I'm not saying it went
You know,
planned at the
you know
end.
if it wasn't planned.
I don't think it's planned at the
If it
beginning.
wasn't planned, no. If she cheated on him, and that's how you find out how you finish. Cool, you're gonna be bitter. You gotta be real, innit? Be bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm
the only way you get
taking
that
what I
money.
can get. But if
The only
if she ain't cheated on me and she ain't done
The
that,
only way you get the money is if someone's committed adultery.
no, not necessarily.
Yeah.
We just don't want to be with each other
No,
again.
no.
No way.
Are you serious, bro?
No way.
Serious.
That's not facts, bro.
It's facts.
No way.
Yes, it's the person.
So what? Mariah fucked out of my man then.
Yes, she had the billionaire.
Let's hear
You
this.
see the billionaire she had?
Yes.
She was a bit.
Yeah, she had the billionaire because she was calling Nick a boy on every radio show.
Okay, so
'Cause Nick
so
was
what
going
about
around
what about
talking about all these
what about
sexual
your guy
partners
that you
and
lot
that.
are campaigning for? What's his name?
Yeah.
Katy Perry's
I
guy.
take his head off, off for pissing me off. Yo, I said, who can it be? I said, it's cause of the law. Take him to the tower.